let the dogs out? Who 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 let the dogs out?
Hey everyone, it's Pup Twigs for another episode of Unleashed, and today I got joining me is Pup Drogo from Cape Town, South Africa. How are you?
Good evening, Sally Ryan.
Awesome. I always loved. I believe you are the first for South Africa for me. So I always love to get new pups from different parts of the world, and I'm so ecstatic to have you on today.
Oh wow. No, it's only a pleasure and thank you very much for reaching out.
Oh
Hopefully I
yeah.
do the South African community proud.
Well, I hope that this helps the community grow. We'll get to talk a little bit more about what you're doing there in Cape Town in just a moment. But first, I'd like to find out, the inspiration behind your pup name.
Well, Drogo, my name actually comes from my pet dog. Although he has a different name, which we call him on a day-to-day basis, his registered name is Drogo. And when I chose a pup name, I felt that this is a perfect match for my pupsona, as we share quite a few personality traits, specifically the love of food, and also liking attention, but not too much though. And but also then being a protector. He's quite a protector. So I thought, you know what, that's me, summed up into the name, and hence I went with the name Drogo.
All right, well, good, good. So, what is the story behind your puphood? Is there any significance to the red and black, or is it just favorite colors?
Okay, it's favorite colors to some extent, but my choice of colors is interesting as it was sort of a subconscious choice. Even though I have a favorite color other than red, a lot of things I tend to treasure or reach out to are either orange or red. And I never realized that until someone told me, why do you always go for red or why do you always go for orange? And I had to pause it and I couldn't really tell them why because it wasn't one of the favorite colors. So I guess when I was looking at gear, the red just called me. And also, I do believe that red stands proud for being strong,
Mhm.
trying to be a leader. And that's two traits I do see in myself.
And my favorite color is red. So yeah, I
Well
definitely
done.
I definitely know what you mean when it comes to that. So how long have you now been a pup?
I've been a pup in public and more open about it only for the last year and a bit. Before then, it was more of a secretive type of thing that only a select few of people knew about. And the reason for it is it's not really accepted or yet that widely open in South Africa.
Hmm.
But recently, it is something that started in South Africa and a community that come together. So I would probably say that the pub play sparked my interest for many years before then. There was just something about being in gear, and pub play just started falling into that when I started experiencing um, the mental aspects of it and the benefits it's got.
Hmm. Well, I get you. I've only been, maybe I've been doing the podcast now, just started my third year. So, a little over 3 years for me, but in the time that you have been a part of the community, whether it's openness or not, what have you found has been the easiest part of being a pup in the community?
I would probably say the acceptance and just feeling valued and part of that community. Within the pup play community from day one, from the very first day I met a fellow pup. They were open and friendly and so loving. I think it's just a loving community. The community is so supportive and caring. And as said, the moment you step into that community, it doesn't matter if it's your first day or first year or 10th year as a pup. You are being treated as part of the pack, part of that family and being part of the group.
Yeah,
That is really what was the easiest for me.
I agree. Well, what have you found that's been the most difficult part of being in the community?
I would probably say Puplay is not very well known in South Africa, so there
Uh-huh.
aren't many public events that we can attend to meet other pubs or just go out in gear. Only recently have a few clubs started being okay with pubs attending their events. So I guess the most difficult part is that I can't just don on my pub hood and decide to walk through the streets or along the beach in Cape Town. I mean, you see it on social media, you see it in Europe, or
Yeah.
overseas, where it's accepted, it's open. It's not as open here yet, and it would be great if it could be one day. And well, I guess you could probably go out in gear, but members of the public might disagree with you, and many people still find it a bit awkward or weird.
Hmm. And yeah, I see that. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not super common here, but it's a lot more open than probably it is there
Mm.
at this point. But
Yeah.
I'm assuming it will probably get there where it'll be accepting.
I think as the community grows, it will definitely be, and specifically with the work we are trying to do to create awareness, try to break down the stigmas and what people think they know about it.
Yeah,
Because a lot of the questions we receive, you realize that it's not what the people actually think about it. We're trying to set that mindset right. And I think, and which leads to another aspect, which I do find challenging, is that many people think it's still only about sex or a sexual
yeah,
type of kink. Yes, it plays a part in it, but it's not only that. It for some pubs, it's nothing to do with that.
yeah, and that's the way it is here as well. They think it's a sexual type thing,
Mm,
and it might be for some, but it's not for everybody.
yeah,
And so they have to understand that. But yeah, I totally get you. Uh, what advice would you give somebody that is just now wanting to get into putt play?
I would probably tell them that don't let anyone tell you how to act or what you need to do. You are building your own persona on how you want to be
Yeah.
and how it stimulates your mental well-being and what you want out of it. Go on and draw on your inner child and have as much fun as possible. It's about fun. Another extremely important aspect is specifically knowing when to say no. If you do not like something, say no. Consent is everything.
Hmm.
And I can say one thing about our community, we pride ourselves in having consent. That is one thing we drill down in our community. And up until recently, there wasn't a lot of local information about pub play in South Africa. And I experienced that firsthand, trying to go online and finding information. There is a wealth of information on the internet, but nothing is localized to South Africa. And that was an opportunity for me to also start researching more about it, get information, trying to find out about more. And this is probably one of the main reasons why I started the Pub South African website, was to establish that online community. And it was the only way from there where we started to grow and saw, there's actually an interest in South Africa in this and started to get more like-minded pubs coming together.
Oh, awesome. I love that you're basically starting a whole new movement there. So it's pretty awesome. I love it. So what inspired you when you finally discovered there's a community out there like this? What inspired you to want to become part of this?
I think for me, it's the moment where I can completely disconnect from my daily stress or worries. It doesn't disappear though, but it is a time where I can be silly and just enjoy myself.
Yeah,
I'm by no means a seasoned or experienced pub compared to others I've met, but when I'm in gear, and especially being surrounded by other pubs, it just it takes away from my English, but it just does wonders for my mental health. It's it's amazing. It's actually so difficult to describe. It's going back being just a silly child where you can just have fun and enjoy yourself.
agree. Yeah, I'm told. I look forward to just being able to do podcasts like this because I can put my hood on and get my little persona here that I love being in and stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah, I totally get you on that.
yeah, that's
So
wonderful.
this question is a new one for my season three. If money were no object to you and you could travel anywhere in the world you would travel, where would you want to go? Where's your dream destination?
Wow. Um, I would love, absolutely love to go to Amsterdam and specifically experience the pub play scene there. I think that would be number one on my list to experience the Europe pub scene. It's it looks really just, I think it's just because of the openness and yeah, and go and experience the Pride environment. So
Mhm.
Amsterdam would definitely be top on my list, yeah.
And just, I get to do a lot of these interviews and it's kind of common. Amsterdam, Germany, Thailand.
Wow.
Those are the
Okay.
three more common than any of the ones I've done, and I love it. I would actually someday like to be able to come to where you live as Cape Town, South Africa, because I I don't know, it's just something I've always wanted to do.
You will not regret it. I will definitely make sure when you're down here, let us know. We will find out when there's events. Bring your pub gear along, and we'll go out to some of the clubs that allow, or it's friendly allow the pubs to go to,
Oh,
and
that would
you'll
be that
have
would be
all of the
awesome. Yeah,
pubs.
my pup gear goes everywhere I go, so just in
Good,
case.
good.
So tell me about what does the community look like there? Do y'all have events currently, or I know you're just now trying to build this community, but give me a little bit of information on what you're doing and what it looks like.
As I mentioned briefly earlier, our community is still small, but it's a growing community. Um, Look, there are smaller communities that have started long before we even started Pub Play South Africa. So we're not the first one in South Africa, but getting hold of those smaller communities is quite difficult because if you don't physically know a pub or someone that is a pub, the chances of you finding out about it is going to be very, very slim.
Hmm.
And I think from our side, it's the first time that we opened it to say, you know what, anyone who wants to find out about it can come and find out about the community. If you are a pup, if you are a potential pup, or if you just have an interest to find out more about it, or a handler or someone or an ally. So we started our community, Pup Play South Africa, last year to try and get as many South African pups as possible into the community. And it's not like we see ourselves as a pack of everyone. It's more a community that supports, doesn't matter which pack you belong to,
Hmm.
doesn't matter who you are in the country. We just want to support you and bring everyone together to share share ideas, share interests, and what is happening in our country in this scene. And at the moment, we often see new and seasoned pubs reaching out to a community to indicate that they would like to become part of it. Our pubs are scattered across South Africa, mostly in Cape Town, Pretoria, and Durban, but we do believe that there are many more pubs out there that we have not yet reached.
Hmm. Yeah, I bet you're right. I bet there's a lot more out there that haven't found you yet,
Mm. Hopefully
and
they do. Hopefully they do.
it takes some time.
Yeah.
So if others wanted to reach out to you because they saw you here, how would they get in touch with you?
They're welcome to contact me via Instagram at pup.drogo. That's my username on Instagram. Or they can reach out via Telegram using the username at pupplaysa. Those are the two, probably the best two channels to use.
Okay, awesome. Well, I also want to know, is it fairly easy to find pup gear there in Africa or
Look, in South Africa, we do have, what, how can I say, quite a unique area where people can go and get gear. It's mostly is imported, but if you're looking for something unique, we've got excellent local talent, specifically in Cape Town, where even on our website we do promote them, where they make custom leather gear and they handcraft. is amazing. It is really amazing. And a lot of pubs go and get, they start off by buying from one of the local adult shops, or with even Timu or any of those online, which is then imported. Unfortunately, because of the dollar rand exchange rate, it's not really favorable. So we're going to spend a lot more money
Yeah.
um, trying to get a hood from overseas. So with the local suppliers that are usually your adult shops, they do have hoods like mine that are more affordable to the Papuan community in South Africa. For those that want to go and now get the customized gear, they tend to go to a leather craftsman where specific measurements are taken and the hood is crafted specifically for you.
Hmm. Well, and it's always good to spend money local if you can, because it helps the community there that they're in, and I get that.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Well, any last words before we get off of here?
I just wanted to say thank you for you as well, also helping us to create awareness and the general pub play community, um, the overall pub play community. It's really amazing what you do. I've when you reached out, I had a look at your other podcasts. I really like them. Very good, and I do appreciate what you're doing. And we are proud to become noticed as well as a pub play community in South Africa.
Awesome. Well, I really, really appreciate you coming on here. It's been awesome to talk to you, and hopefully it won't be the last time we talk.
Definitely, no, we will keep in touch.
Yeah, all right. Well, hey, have a good one.
Thank you. Ciao.